name is Lindy Kingston. I will be performing 4 pieces for you today in the elementary speech arts category for the OMFA Provincials. The first poem I will be rehearsing is called The Dentist and the Crocodile by Roald Dahl. The crocodile with the cunning smile sat in the dentist's chair. He said, "Right here and everywhere, my teeth require repair." The dentist's face was turning white. He quivered, quacked, and shook. He muttered, "I suppose I'm going to have to take a look." "I want you," the crocodile declared, "to do the back ones first. The molars at the very back are easily the worst." He opened wide his massive jaws. It was a fearsome sight. At least 300 pointed teeth, all sharp and shining white. The dentist kept himself well clear. He stood 2 yards away. He used the longest probe he had to search out the decay. "I said do the back ones first," the crocodile called out. "You're much too far away, dear sir, to see what you're about. To do the back ones properly, you must stick your head deep down inside my great big mouth." The poor old dentist wrung his hands and weeping in despair. "Oh, no, I see them all extremely well from here." Then in burst a lady, in her hands a golden chain. "Oh, Croc, you naughty boy, you're playing tricks again." "Watch out," the dentist shrieked and started climbing up the wall. "He's after me, he's after you, he's gonna eat us all." "Don't be a twit," the lady said, and flashed a gorgeous smile. "He's harmless, he's my little pet, my lovely crocodile." Next, I'll be performing a monologue from the book Anne of Green Gables by Lucy Montgomery. "You know what, Mr. Cuthbert? I think me and you are going to get along just fine. I love it here already. I've always heard that Prince Edward Island is the most beautiful place in Canada, and I've always dreamed that I'd live here. This is the first dream that's ever come true for me. I've always wanted to live by the sea, and those red roads are so peculiar. When I was getting on the train at Charlottetown, and all the red roads began to flash by, I asked Mrs. Spencer what made them so red, and she said she didn't know, and pity's sake, not to ask her any more questions. It's not so often that your dreams come true, is it, Mr. Cuthbert?" "No. Right now, I'm pretty nearly perfectly happy. But I can never be perfectly happy. Because what would you call this? Red. That's why I can never be perfectly happy. I know, I'm skinny, freckled, and I've got green eyes. But I can imagine that I have a beautiful rose leaf complexion and starry violet eyes. But I cannot imagine my red hair away. It'll be my lifelong sorrow." Next, I'll be performing a piece from the book Leave Us in Peace by Marty Elkins. Aiko, Tokyo, Japan, August 10th, 1939. The Emperor's horse was magnificent. I took 2 steps forward to see as much as I could. It was really him. My hair caught in the wind as I craned my neck out as far as I could. Oh my God, my hair. I froze. My mother had spent so long smoothing my hair. "Aiko, it is the Emperor. Present yourself. No flaws," she'd said more than once. And now I tousled my hair because I couldn't stay in line like everybody else. I remembered what they had told me that morning. Girls in rows, straight and still. I slowly shrunk back into my place and looked around. Hundreds of girls my age, all lined up along the roadway. None of them had moved. All eyes were on the Emperor. Nobody had noticed my disobedience. But I dared not to move my arm to smooth out my hair. The emperor was closer now. His horse walked smoothly by. I froze, and my mind raced. He was right in front of me. Then his eyes met mine, his deep, wise eyes. I panicked, but as I stared into his eyes, I remembered what I was meant to do. So I smiled. The sky was a crisp blue that day, and the sun was bright. Perfect. As I stared into his eyes, I could tell he was pleased. As he rode past, I relaxed. To make the emperor proud is to make Japan proud, and the only way to live is in the way that brings pride. I recalled from my lessons at school. I was weary and exhilarated. We stood for hours, all of us children, hundreds of trucks, and thousands of soldiers, all paraded by. Not a boot out of step, my brother boasted as we walked home. Mother, I asked, why so many soldiers? My brother answered, Aiko, the empire is growing, and the soldiers are leading the way. The emperor is glorious, and so is his country. Japan is rising like the sun, and the sun is shining on Japan. My mother smiled. I couldn't help but smile a little bit also. My brother would leave for the army soon. He was almost of age. I didn't mind his lecturing. I could tolerate it for a few more weeks. Soon, me and Mother would be on our own. But the money my father sent into each helped, so I wasn't worried. Besides, my brother would bring pride to the family. And I thought, well, if the sun's shining on Japan, it must also be shining on our family. I missed my father, but for the first time in years, the future was looking bright. At school, they told us we were lucky to be in Japan. We learned of war and battles coming to other countries, to other places, but not in Japan. We were told, never in Japan. Japan was safe. Finally, I'll be finishing with The Forgetful Fairy Godmother, written by Rebecca Young. Oh my, I'm on a tizzy. I've finally been given a real live Make-A-Wish job, and I can't find my wand. This has been happening a lot lately. The other day, I found my hot rollers in the fridge and my breakfast bagels underneath the bathroom sink. It's like all this spell making has rewired my brain. I can't seem to do anything right. Just yesterday, I turned my cat into a frog, and I can't remember the spell to turn her back. Have you ever seen a frog meow? It's disturbing, let me tell you. But besides, what is a fairy godmother supposed to do without a wand? I can't whip up a fancy hairdo or throw together a gorgeous gown with these crooked old hands. And besides, I've never sewn a day in my life. And I surely can't pack Cinderella to the ball on my back. Oh, let me tell you, I think I need my own fairy godmother for this sort of thing. Cinderella's gonna be so disappointed having going to the ball in those dirty old rags. Maybe the prince won't even notice her. Maybe she won't even go. Then they'll never meet. They'll never fall in love. And they'll never have their happily ever after. She'll be stuck in that wretched house with those wretched people. It'll all be my fault. Oh no, that just won't do. That just won't do. Here, little wand. Here, little wand. Come here, little wand. Oh, why couldn't I just turn that cat into a dog and then he could go fetch it for me? Why do I have to be so scatterbrained? I mean, it's like someone put a curse on me. You know what? It's no use. It's no use. I'm never going to find it. Probably going to be demoted to Tooth Fairy. I want to turn pumpkins into coaches, not to collect dirty old rotten teeth. Oh, this won't do. That just won't do. I have to find that wand. You know what? I'll check the freezer.